Real Madrid's Champions League aspirations are hanging on a razor's edge after their recent setback against Bayern Munich. The daunting task ahead? Securing a victory at the Allianz Arena next week, which is no small feat when facing one of Europe's elite teams. In Tuesday's clash, the scoreboard tells a story of missed opportunities and defensive blunders. Goals from Luis Diaz and Harry Kane paved the way for Bayern, but from a Real Madrid standpoint, those were avoidable mistakes. The first goal, in particular, was a bitter pill to swallow. It came just before halftime, a moment that should have been a time for consolidation, but instead showcased a lapse in concentration that can't be ignored. A couple of errors in the lead-up culminated in Diaz finding the back of the net, leaving goalkeeper Andre Lunin with little chance. Critics were swift to point out Trent Alexander-Arnold's role in that moment of calamity. Former Manchester United stalwart Roy Keane didn't hold back in his assessment, calling out the Real Madrid defender for making the same mistake time and time again. His frustration resonates deeply with the Real Madrid faithful. Keane articulated a sentiment that many supporters have been feeling. Listen, I'm fed up. It's the same story in every important game. He's right. While Alexander-Arnold may have a reputation for his passing prowess, what good is that if he consistently falters on the basics of defending? In the hallowed grounds of the Champions League, where margins are razor-thin, the inability to stay focused is inexcusable. Keane's assertion that allowing a player like Luis Diaz to breeze past him is akin to a child's mistake strikes hard. At this level, we must demand more from our defenders. The expectations are high, and right now, Alexander-Arnold's performances are falling short of those standards. Moreover, this has been a recurring theme with Trent. His defensive frailties have been well documented, so it's perplexing that Real Madrid would put him in such high-stakes situations. With the return leg looming in Bavaria, the coaching staff faces a critical decision. Will they risk starting Alexander-Arnold again, or does club captain Dani Carvajal get the nod? Carvajal's leadership and experience could prove vital in an environment as intense as the Allianz Arena. Yet, Alvaro Arbeloa has shown reluctance to rely on Carvajal recently, leaving us to wonder if that trend will persist. The upcoming match isn't merely a chance to advance. It's a defining moment for this squad. A win is not just necessary. It's imperative if they wish to keep their dreams of European glory alive. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the pressure will be palpable. It's an all-or-nothing scenario, and the players will need to rise to the occasion in a manner we've seen from Real Madrid in the past. As we look ahead, the focus must remain on tactical discipline and mental resilience. The fans expect nothing less, and the players owe it to themselves and the club to deliver a performance worthy of the Real Madrid crest. The pressure is on, and only time will tell if they can engineer a comeback worthy of their storied legacy. Moving on to our next segment, we'll delve into the latest updates regarding player transfers and potential reinforcement for the squad as they navigate this challenging season. What moves are being considered to bolster the team's chances in the future? Stick around, because the story is just unfolding. Real Madrid, a club synonymous with success, finds itself at a pivotal crossroads once again. Following recent reports suggesting the club was on the brink of appointing a new sporting director, Los Blancos have stepped forward to quash those rumors. In a statement released on Friday morning, Real Madrid emphatically denied the claims made by Cadena SER's El Larguero program. The club stated unequivocally that any suggestion of restructuring its sporting management was completely false. While the denial may come as a relief to some, it also raises questions about the club's internal dynamics and the state of their transfer strategy, especially given the scrutiny surrounding their performances in recent seasons. The current structure at Real Madrid features Santiago Solari, who has transitioned from a managerial role to an advisory position on transfer matters, alongside general manager Jose Angel Sanchez and head scout Juni Calafat. These individuals play critical roles in shaping the club's strategy, but make no mistake, Florentino Perez, the club's president, ultimately holds the reins when it comes to decision-making. This hierarchy has led to some impressive achievements, including an astonishing 6 European Cups in just a decade. However, recent league campaigns have cast a shadow over this success, prompting speculation about the effectiveness of the current setup. The report that stirred the pot suggested that an external agency was even examining potential candidates for a sporting director position, hinting at a possible shift in power dynamics within the club. If Sanchez were to lose some of his influence as general manager, it could lead to significant changes in how transfers are negotiated and executed. The prospect of such restructuring raises eyebrows, especially considering the criticism directed at recent transfer dealings that haven't quite hit the mark. It's not just Sanchez who is under scrutiny. Califat's role has also been questioned. The whispers around the Bernabeu suggest that his position could be in jeopardy following a series of underwhelming deals that seem to have disappointed Perez. This scrutiny is not unfounded, as fans have been vocal about the need for a more aggressive and strategic approach to player acquisitions. The club's current trajectory demands not just a re-evaluation of its transfer targets, but also a reassessment of the entire operation behind those decisions. As we look ahead, the summer transfer window looms large, and it promises to be a critical period for Real Madrid. There's speculation of a managerial change, and with that, the potential for a different approach to both player recruitment and development. However, the question remains, can the current leadership adapt to the changing landscape of football? Are they capable of addressing the growing concerns among the fan base regarding the club's ambition and direction? In a world where other clubs are making bold moves to fortify their squads, Real Madrid must ensure that they remain at the forefront of European football. The denial of a sporting director's appointment may offer a sense of continuity, but also signifies the need for introspection. The fans deserve clarity and ambition, especially after witnessing the glory days of the past. With the stakes higher than ever, how will the club respond to the growing pressure? As we transition to the next topic, the situation at Real Madrid remains one to watch closely. The decisions made in the coming weeks could shape the future of this storied club. As Real Madrid prepares to face Girona at the Santiago Bernabeu this Friday night, the stakes couldn't be higher. After a disappointing 2-1 defeat against Bayern Munich, Los Blancos are desperate to bounce back and secure a vital 3 points in La Liga. The pressure is on, and it's time for the team to show their resilience and fight back. Under the guidance of manager Álvaro Arbeloa, Real Madrid is expected to line up in a 4-3-3 formation, a system that has both defensive stability and attacking flair. Arbeloa's tactical acumen will be crucial as he makes some necessary tweaks to his starting 11. We can anticipate seeing Eder Militao, Dani Carvajal, and Fran Garcia taking their places on the pitch, adding both experience and youthful energy to the squad. In goal, Andriy Lunin steps in again, hoping to redeem himself after conceding 2 goals in his last outing. This is a critical moment for him. He must demonstrate that he can maintain composure under pressure and solidify the backline. Alongside him, Militao will partner with Dean Huijsen in the center of defense, and it will be up to them to ensure that Girona's attacking threats are neutralized throughout the match. Dani Carvajal, a seasoned campaigner, will be looking to make a strong impact as the right back, while Fran Garcia will be eager to showcase his skills on the left. The fullbacks are given the green light to venture forward, adding width and creativity as they push into Girona's half. This is an area where Madrid must capitalize, exploiting any defensive lapses from their opponents. On the bench, Alvaro Carreras and Antonio Rudiger provide essential cover for the defensive positions. Should the match require fresh legs or a change in strategy, they will be ready to step in and bolster the backline as the game unfolds. In midfield, Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, and Federico Valverde are tasked with dictating the pace of the game. Their ability to control the midfield will be vital in establishing dominance and creating opportunities for the forwards. They must work in tandem to disrupt Girona's rhythm while also transitioning quickly into attack. Although Thiago Pitarch-Pinar and Jude Bellingham will start on the bench, both players have the potential to make a significant impact should they be called into action in the latter stages of the match. The forward line will feature the explosive Vinicius Jr. on the left, who will look to leverage his incredible pace and dribbling skills to break down Girona's defense. On the opposite flank, Arda Güler aims to prove his worth as the right-sided wide player, bringing creativity and flair to the attack. The real focus, however, will be on Kylian Mbappe, who will spearhead the attack. His ability to be a constant menace in the final third is crucial. He must find ways to penetrate the Girona defense and convert opportunities into goals. As the match draws near, Gonzalo Garcia will also be available on the bench, ready to make his mark as a late-game substitution if needed. The match against Girona is not just about securing 3 points. It's about restoring confidence and re-establishing Real Madrid's dominance in La Liga. Fans are undoubtedly anxious yet hopeful, craving a performance that reflects the club's rich history and tradition. This is the moment for Los Blancos to rise to the occasion, to show their class, and to remind everyone why they are one of the most storied clubs in football history. As the players take to the pitch, the atmosphere at the Bernabeu will be electric and the expectations are sky high. Real Madrid must deliver, not just for themselves, but for the passionate supporters who bleed white. It's time for the team to put the Bayern loss behind them and focus on what's ahead. Let's hope they seize this opportunity with both hands and emerge victorious. As we gear up for kickoff, we invite you to share your thoughts. How do you think Real Madrid will perform against Girona? Will they reclaim their winning form? Or will we see more struggles? Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates and insights into the world of Real Madrid. Let's rally behind our team as they aim for glory.